called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Good morning. I hope everybody's doing good. Another fine Sunday. I'm ready. I'm ready for the day. I know you're ready for the day. It's going to be a beautiful day. I'm ready. I'm ready. Good morning, everybody. Yay! Hope your day's going good. Mine is. It's absolutely beautiful. It's going to be beautiful today. It's a beautiful morning. So I'm ready. As you can see, I was doing some testing this morning, and we still got the music playing. I could really just turn that off because we don't need music. Let me see here. We could turn the music off and chit chat. So we go back to school Tuesday. Gamer! I see my gamer up in here. Gamer! Woo! Good morning, gamer. It's so good to see you, brother. It's good to see you, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for some Dead by Daylight, man. Man, I went in almost every day, blood points, man. They just kept giving me blood points, so I was able to level up some killers. So I got, which ones did I get? So I got a couple of killers. I've never played killers, or I don't play killers, but at least I got a couple of them that's ready. I wasn't able to play last Sunday as I was being baptized by my church. Good for you. Gamer, man, that's fantastic, man. You know, in Gamer, my wife said something to me the other day, and it's got me thinking, right? I stream every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock my time, right? And she's like, well, when are we going to start going back to church? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So we're going to have to, we're in this new area that we're in, right? She's finding a church for us to go to because the one that we've been going to is kind of far out. And we're getting ready to retire. We don't want to drive, 45 minutes to church. We would if we had to. So we're going to find something. She's going to find something here locally. And then I guess I go to church even when I don't feel like it. Yeah, it's spiritual discipline for me. Yeah, I hear you, gamer. But I may have to change my time. But again, I stream from 9 to 11 every Sunday. That still doesn't give me enough time to get ready for late church. But streamers, I could look at streaming Sunday mornings at 6 in the morning because most of the people on here on Sunday mornings are overseas. Your time frame. So 6 o'clock, right, would be earlier. Would be earlier for you instead of late night dinner time. But we'll have to figure that out. Once my wife finds a church here locally, then we're going to figure out the times, and then I'll have to adjust Sunday's times so we can start attending church. But it's good to see you. I'm about ready to get in there and play some, man. I know you got time to play? I hope you do, man. I miss my gamer, man. But I know you get busy. I know it's dinner time, so I guess what we need to do. I do today. Yes! My man. Until 11 a.m. your time. Yes! Because that's what we stream, 9 to 11. Yes! I got you all morning. Yoo-hoo! All right. I was just waiting on Sherry. Oh, here you are. Let me go ahead and get you accept. I'm just waiting on a couple other people, but we don't have to wait. I guess we can get on in there, man. Why don't we get on in there and start playing, and then we'll just catch them up. There. We'll get going, man. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go, gamer? Do, 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 do. Where'd you go? Oh, gamer. Where is my gamer at? Gamer. There you are. Why'd you leave? I think DVD has bugged out. I'm right here, brother. I ain't going nowhere. I do, do, I do, do. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm going to sing for you now. Gamer, what's going on? Hey, do you need me to shut down here? Let me shut down and restart. I'm going to restart. There. Something seems like it's echoing in my headphones, but maybe it's just me. There. It sounds like it's echoing there. Maybe that's it. I'm trying to find why my headphones seems like it's echoing. There. Maybe that's it. We'll try that. Hey! There. Hey, does my sound okay to you? How does my sound say? There. Maybe that's what I needed to do. I sound like I've got a little echo going on in my headphones, but there. I think maybe that probably did it right there. Okay. All right, brother. I don't have a fan going on. I don't have anything going on. I'm looking. I don't have anything going on. Where is that noise coming from? I don't know where that noise was coming from. But anyway, I don't hear it no more. There. I don't hear it. Right there. There. I'll try that. Right there. Right there. How about that? I'll try that right there. There. All right, here we go, brother. A-do-do-do. Got you, brother. I'm coming. Are you? Somebody else has already got them. Good morning. Hey!
Cheer up! This is gonna be.
There. I had it on my full screen. Thank you very much. Hey! Watch it! I love that perk. Oh my gosh! That little thing, man. Sherry! I hear my I see my Sherry coming up in here. I missed you, Sherry. You forgot that I was on. Sherry. Run! Oh my goodness gracious. I always think about you, Sherry. You know that. Hey, 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 hey.
Come on.
Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Goodness. Sherry, this is your Piggly Wiggly manager speaking. We got to clean up on aisle number 2. We got to clean up on aisle number 2. Sherry! Oh my gosh. It's going to be a beautiful day here. Things are going good, Sherry. Things are good. Get my mic all. It's been raining. It's been raining here. But today seems like it's going to be a pretty day because I got up this morning and went outside and it's beautiful. Come on, you can do it. Come on, gamer. My man. Gamer. Come on, buddy. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, my gosh. I love my Sherry. You know that. How you doing, Sherry? You need to... Sherry! Sherry, how you doing? How's my Sherry doing? I'm okay. I had a fight though with a neighbor. Neighbors, man. Neighbors. Sometimes neighbors can be just terrible. Terrible neighbors. I told him I didn't have much. What? He was over here asking me for, oh my gosh. Sherry, neighbors can be either good or they can be bad. But I hope he's still a good neighbor though. You know, Sherry. I used to have a neighbor like that. Sometimes neighbors can just make you just hate the place that you stay at. You know what I mean? For the most part, though, I've had pretty good neighbors throughout the years. You know, I mean, when I built this house right here, you know, I made sure, you know, I did ask, of course, you know, the people that I were dealing with, you know, they knew, I've known them for years, they've known me for years, and I've asked, right? I always ask, you know, who is down the street? Who, you know, and they're not, you know, it's against the law for real estate agents, licensed real estate agents, that is, to say, you know, to tell you anything about neighbors or who's living in the neighborhood. You know they can't do that, right? You've got toilet paper, you got $20. You have some eggs, you got sugar. Yes. I'm an ATM at grocery store. 5 years of it. 5 years of it. My gosh. Hang on a minute.
And stay down. Oh. Yeah. Ah! Yeah. Ah! 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 Yeah. Ah!
Oh, did he? He said that. Kayla! Kayla's here, everybody. My Kayla's good. Good morning, Kayla. Kayla! Thank you, Kayla. I love my Kayla.
_lad just subscribed for 6 months. Heart hands emoji.
Thank you. Thank you, Kayla. I love you too. You know that. Charlie, how you doing? Good morning. How you been today, sir? Good to see you. It's good to see everybody. It really is. Oh, I got to ready up. It's good to see everybody. Options, controller. It's good to see you, Charlie. I've been good. Just woke up. It's 10:29 here on the East Coast. It is 9:29 here. But it's good to see you. Where is controller? My Kayla. It's so good to see Kayla. You won't be on for the next 2 weeks. You'll be on vacation. Gamer! What am I going to do without you, brother? Oh, no! I guess we're going to have to cancel the stream for 2 weeks. Ooh. Just hold W. I thought since I got a brand new car in 80K, and Tyler asked me for stuff. Okay, people, here, I'm done. No, that's okay. Charlie, hey, Brian, do you like baseball? Absolutely, Charlie. I love baseball, man. Shift a W is all you need. I hear you. Meaning, do you watch it? When I can. When I can. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, it's a trapper. It's my due date tomorrow. Hey! It's your due date tomorrow. Babies! I'm going to be a nervous wreck tomorrow. Yeah, I like baseball. I kind of was a full-blooded NFL football, right? But then football became politicized, right? I just don't like sports that's nibbling in the politics. You know what I mean? NBA is nibbling in the politics. NFL is nibbling in the politics. But baseball, they seem to stay out of it, right? So that's kind of gravitating me to more baseball these days than anything else. There he is right there. Hey! Kayla! I'm excited. I'm excited, Kayla! My sweet daughter, Kayla. Well, Kayla, I want you, I want you and your husband to, my son-in-law. I want my son-in-law to hear this too. I'm here for you. I'm always going to be here for you. You and your husband, always. Sherry! I'm looking at new apartments Tuesday. I told the manager just what I told you. He's, you know, yeah, you know, I just don't like the politics in it. You know, Charlie, the politics, man. Back in my days, right, in the late 80s and the 90s, it was unheard of politics getting into sports. Yeah, I remember when MJ played in Chicago. Now, see, those were the days, Charlie. Uh-oh, here he comes. I got to get out. My dad told me never discuss politics. Right, you don't do politics, your paycheck, you just stay away from all that stuff. Just don't do it. Nolan Ryan. Kayla, when I lived in Texas, I got to go see the Texas Rangers with Nolan Ryan. I got to go see them. Back then, the Houston Astrodome was still up and running. Now, I think the Houston Astrodome is, I don't think it's no longer. Is it, Kayla? Back in the late 80s and early 90s, sports was actually fun. It was. Man, NBA, football, Dan Marino days, right? Aikman. Those were the days, Charlie. But now it's all about taking advantage of the team. Yes, you're right. Kayla, it's still there, but no one plays there. I remember going there watching Houston, because Houston Astros was my favorite team. Houston Astros, man, I lived and breathed Houston Astros when I lived in Texas. And went to Houston Astrodome and got to go down on the field, got to see the Rangers play, got to see the Astros play. I got to see a lot of NBA. Austin! Good to see you, Austin. I'm an 80s baby myself. I was born in the 80s. Man, good for you. I'm a Texas Ranger fan. Yes! I love my Texas Rangers, and I love my Houston Astros. You know, Houston Astros, that's because I lived in Beaumont, Texas, you know, and Houston wasn't too far from Beaumont. And Dad, you know, when I get out of school, Dad would take me to the baseball games in Houston. So I just became, and plus I played on a little league team, right, called the Astros, you know, so that kind of built me up. But the Rangers, oh my gosh, man. I love my Houston Astros and my Texas Rangers. Love them. I don't know why I got to stay off my gamepad. I like the Eagle. I know you. I can imagine you liking the Eagles. Now, yeah. Live life to the fullest. You seeing what I'm doing? I'm living it to the fullest. Football next month, I'm ready. Football's going to hit hard. It's just that politics. Sherry, tell them to keep politics out of the doggone NFL. Drives me crazy every time I see something on TV and somebody from the NFL is saying something about politics or... See, around here, look, people, we don't talk politics at all, man. Hey! Politics is a no-no. We don't hear because everyone hates us anyway. How can anybody hate? Look, I loved it. Now, Sherry, when I lived in Barnegat, I had a good time. Gamer, what are you doing? Yeah, Philly's a tough town. I had an office in Philly. And when I went to Philly, my accent, right, drove people crazy in Philadelphia. I had an office downtown Philadelphia. I'd fly up there probably every 3 or 4 months. I would fly up. I would go up because when they picked me up from the airport and I went to my office downtown Philly, they had these carts out there, Sherry, in the streets that sold the Philly sub sandwiches, the Philly sandwiches, and these carts. These guys would roll up and down the street. Fantastic. Hey, we start back to school on Tuesday, everybody. It's called Professional Development Day. Students don't start until next week, but teachers start Tuesday. I'm a Cowboy. Who's not? Look, Cowboys are the American football team. I was living in enemy territory. Yes, you were, Kayla. A Steelers fan. So I've always been a Miami Dolphin fan when it comes to, well, Dallas Cowboys, right? My dad was a Dallas Cowboy fanatic. And I always liked Miami Dolphins because I was a Dan Marino fan. But then of course, you know, when Dan Marino retired from the game, you know, Miami Dolphins just wasn't the Miami Dolphins anymore, and I kind of converted over to the Dallas Cowboys. It's always been Miami Dolphins, and then Dallas Cowboys, and then St. Louis Cardinals, because St. Louis Cardinals was always the underdog, so I always had to, you know, vote for them. Uh-oh, who's out? Next! My friend of 55 years is a hardcore Cowboys fan. You know, how can you not be a Cowboys fan? Well, I guess if the Philadelphia, they don't like Cowboys. Ouch, I got an itch. Yeah, it's tough being a Cowboy fan. Look, do we not always blame the quarterback? It's always the quarterback fault. Always. Is he gonna let me get out? No, he ain't gonna let me go. Love my Rosies. Rosemary. I call her Rosie. I love that name. I turned on your notification bell and I am a subscriber to you. I know I touched that in the past, but I don't have your bell turned. You didn't have my bell turned on, Charlie! Every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock a.m. unless, I've only missed a couple times because I had a procedure done, right? And I had the teachers convention down in Biloxi, which I totally forgot about. But I had a good time in Biloxi. I always have a good time in Biloxi. Uh-oh, I don't like this. Where's he at? Make sure everybody has that notification bell turned on because, man, I miss everybody. It's so good to see Kayla and Charlie and Sherry. Sherry, I got some, we'll talk about it at the end of the stream, but I got some things that, I've changed a lot of things. I changed the intros and the ending and, who's swinging over there? Gamer! Uh-oh. Oh, there's a bot. We got a bot in the game. Where's he at? So we start back on Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are teacher development days. We don't have no students. And then we get students next week. He's going to come this way, isn't he? I didn't mean to do that. Ooh. He's scary. That's a scary one. We ain't got no generators done yet. Jason's scary. Ooh, scared me! Hey! Oh my gosh! I'll be right back, Brian. Okay, Charlie, we right here, buddy. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh. Clean up on aisle number 2. This is your Piggly Wiggly manager speaking. Clean up on aisle number 2. Oh my gosh! Austin! Woo! We ain't never gonna get out of here, are we? With actors, what? With actors you can spend the night with. Doggone it! Try to get stingy. Get me out of here. Doggone it! About peed in my pants. Oh, he's a swinger! Doggone it! Camp Crystal. Oh! Really? That would be cool. Ah. Oh my goodness. Come on, gamer! Oh my gosh! He's brutal. He's brutal! Sherry, I did level up. Myers, I did level him up. I don't think I've played a killer in years. It's been, Sherry, since we've been playing this, I only played the killer probably twice. I like playing Survivor. Oh my gosh. Another crazy place. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. Gamer, what'd you do to him? Gamer done something. Oh, if you tell, hey, you tell people you're a Cowboy fan, they coming after you. Because they're mad at a quarterback. Man, I'm making a mess over here. Ah, some good stuff. Let's go. What in the world's going on around here? Are we grilling today? We are grilling today. I'm doing hibachi again. I love my hibachi. So I got 2 big chicken breasts, right? I cut them in half because they're so doggone big. And then put them on my flat top out back with teriyaki sauce. And I got this stuff called grill butter that I make. It's 2 sticks of butter, and it's got chicken powder. I put chicken powder in there, and I put soy sauce in there, and shake it up with oh man, you talking about good. And then zucchini. Oh, it's Big Daddy. Here. Who? Gamer! Gamer's at it again! Oh my gosh! Sherry! What's this guy doing? Hey! What are you doing? Gamer! What you doing? Oh, AFK? Do. Now he's back. After he gets knocked in the head. Oh man, we're doomed. We're doomed. I don't like the basement. We don't do basements around here. I'm a southern boy. We don't do basements. We're all doomed. Doomed. And now, look, addicts. We have, yeah, we'll do attics as long as there's a number of ways to get out of the attic and it's got lots of lights, yeah. We just won't do no basements. I ain't doing no basements. What am I done? Did I do it? Do. What in the world? Oh, I got to hit ready. It's me. Lordy, I'm going to sing for y'all today. I'm in a good mood today. I'll sing for my Sherry. What in the world? Yeah, they'll ghost likes addicts. I know. I've got an attic, and I don't go up there at nighttime or early in the morning. I wait till around 11, about 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I'll go up there, turn on all the lights, and got my flashlight. And Lord help anybody if I hear a noise up there while I'm up there. I'm coming down through the ceiling if I have to. All right, where we at? There's one right here. Shut up, Crow. There he is right there. We're going to get this generator. We got to get some generator and get out of here. Gamer, where you at? See what's in the bucket here. Where's he at? Excuse me. All right, I'm coming. Ooh. Ooh. Go, run! Get out! Where I live was a historic site. The Revolutionary War. Hey, Sherry, you know what? In your neck of the woods, or yeah, it was there in New Jersey. I think I mentioned this before. The original Amityville Horror Home is, I think it was in New Jersey is when I went to the original home. How could anybody live in the original Amityville Horror? North Jersey? Charlie, good to see you back, buddy. North Jersey. I went there and people, I guess somebody was living there. I was like, that's crazy. Ah! How can somebody live in the Amityville Horror Home after all that mess? Oh my gosh. Everything's happening up north. You notice that? All the boogeymen are up there north, Sherry. All the monsters are up there because they come down here, they're going to get double. Man, look, we treat monsters like crows around here. Uh-huh. We're going to gang up on them and give them our double-barrel shotgun. And sick the dogs after them, our beagles. They don't like that. Crows and monsters don't like them dogs and them double-barrel shotguns. Put some scatterbuck in there. Oh no, I'm doomed. I love that perk. He has to stop looking at that doggone thing, and I ain't in there. Lots of woods. Yeah. Gamer! I'm coming, buddy! They call you Alabama. Oh my gosh, we in trouble, ain't we? No, we don't get no wrong idea about you. Because I had offices up in New York, and you know my stories about up north. Look here. When I go to my office up in New York, right, I want to go out at night and have me a steak, baked potato, and all that good stuff, right? And then I'm walking down the street, and I said, oh, look at that kitty cat down there. That ain't no kitty cat. That was a big old rat. I was like, that's a kitty cat. No, sir, that's a rat. Get me out of here. thinking it's a kitty cat, and that's a big old rat running around. Bunch of them. Mm-mm. Oh, you got one of them party hats on. Gamer! I'm coming, buddy. Oh, I ain't coming. We ain't gonna get out of here, are we? He's around here somewhere and I don't see him or hear him. Oh, instead the rats were... Also, I ain't kidding. Those rats were bigger than cats. I was like, look here. Hey! Oh my gosh. Yeah, they wanted to be my friend, all right. I didn't want to be that friend. Look here. If I didn't have somebody with me that knew New York, because I didn't know New York, I just knew how to get out. Somebody picked me up at the airport, and they took me down to Hudson Street. I went to my office, and that's about all, and of course I went to some restaurants, right, but I had people taking me. When I ventured out at night, right, I'd walk, right? We walk, and I had people with me that were from New York, so they were able to kind of say, "No, don't go down that way." I was like, "Why not?" "Yeah, you go down that way, you may see things you ain't never seen before." And I was like, I've seen all kinds of things in the country. Shoot, man. New York's a jungle, but in a different way. Hey! You said you was gonna be nice. Yep, watch your streets. Oh, he gonna Maury! Ooh, I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. Do. Ah, some good stuff there, man. Do. Choo-choo. Ooh-hoo. Down here, we just get lost in the woods. That's scarier than any street. Probably. There ain't no telling what's living out there. Oh, I see him coming. I love that perk. He's got to stop and look at all those lockers. Where's he at? There he is right there. Chasing Gamer. Where am I going? Sherry, I watched a good movie last night called Troy. It was a long movie, but it was good. Achilles. Jeff, I see you coming up in here. Jeff! That's for you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. Man, living the dream, Jeff. That's what we're doing, man. I'm living the dream. Where's he at? Next! Where's everybody at? There, we go over here and get this one. Nice. Let's get out of here. Next! There, let's go to this one. It's way over here. Ah, doggone it. Jeff! I guess I need to go. No, I'm staying on this generator. Somebody else can go get them. All right, I'm coming since you're right here. My Chip Ahoy guy. I'm staying on it. I ain't moving. Get me out of here! Gamer! What are you doing over there? I'm coming, buddy! No, I ain't either. Doggone it! Jeff! Ew! Come on, there we go, get it! Out of here! We did it! Jeff, we got out of here! Yee-hoo! Hey, what do we do here? Oh, we got us some money. Let's go get our money. Look at that, got me some money. Jeff, we got some money. Heal a total. I gotta heal somebody. I can do that. We getting us some money. Woo! Do 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 do. Ah. Let's go. I'm ready. Come on, Jane. Push that button. That's right. That's what's going to happen. Come on, little chicks. Ah. Let's go. Let's show them how to do it. All right, here we go. At least we're getting outside games, man. I cannot stand getting inside, getting those maps at indoors. I don't like them indoor maps. Don't like them. Hey, what are you over there doing? Come on over here. Gamer! Who is that? What is that? That's a big bug. That's one of them things up in New York City, right there on that rock. You see, that thing come from New York. Hey! I about peed in my pants. Looking at that cockroach, right, from New York City. Look at that little bugger go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Who that sound like? Huh? Who does that sound like? Thank you. Gosh, who in the world? Where'd the little bugger go? I'll let somebody else get him. We got to get some generators done. That's how you do it. Shh. I see you over there. Oh my gosh, I didn't think he saw me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello? Man, Jeff! What's wrong with that little man? Woo! Come on, Gamer! You can do it, buddy! You got it. Ah, that's some good stuff there. You did it, buddy. Next. Ah, there's that little beast. I get a belt after him, man. That'll take care of him. I know how to swing a belt. Kapow! I snapped that thing on that back end. Oh, and the noggin! Ooh. He's a swinger! Oh my gosh. Ah, man, that's some good stuff. What is that? Faster, you heal faster, and you unhook survivors faster. Where'd you go? Gamer, okay, that's my last game today. I gotta go. I love you, brother. I love you, brother. I hope I get to see you next Sunday, man. I love you, brother. Now, thank you, man. I always have a blast with you, man. All right, people, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna play us some more games. And then then we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do this week, man. That's right, you're gonna be on vacation for the next 2 Sundays. Gamer! I guess I'm going to shut down production because my brother ain't gonna be here. No, have fun, brother. Have fun, man. I'll see you when you get back, man. I'll be thinking about you. Hugs and kisses, brother. What is this? Hey! What is this, Ace? Sherry! Tell Ace to get some clothes on, man. What in the world's that? That's a New Yorker for you. There we go. Look, what's going on with New Yorkers today, man? We got. I've seen critters in the game from New York. Now I'm seeing more critters. I'm seeing critters. Look at Ace. Studio 54. Hey! Tell Ace to get some clothes on around here. Oh, my gosh, what's going on around here? All right, Ace. Let me tell you something, Ace. You stay away from me. Ace, don't you come nowhere near me. Ace! Ace, you on your own, Ace. Let me tell you that right now. You on your own. This is your Piggly Wiggly manager speaking. We have a naked man running around the store. Please, we need to evacuate the store while we find this naked man. All right, here we go. Disco DVD. That's a good one, Sherry. That's a good one. Disco DVD. Look at him. Look! What the heck is that? Get away from me! Doggone it! What was that all about? Oh, Disco! Ah! What's wrong with him? What in the world is going on? Boy, she's got all kinds of tricks up her sleeve, don't she? What in the world is that big thunder? How come nobody's doing generators but me? Charles! Good to see you back, buddy. What in the world is going on with Puff on Puff? What's Puff? What are you doing? How come I'm the only one doing generators, Charles? Oh my gosh, what in the world is wrong with this thing? Give me a shotgun, I'll take care of them. My gosh, we're getting up. How come I'm the only one been doing generators? Ah! Ah! Naked man over there. Ah! Austin! Time to get some of that nip-nip. I got some nip-nip, man. I need me a drink right now. Let's see if I can get me a healing potion. I'm coming, but I've got to heal myself first. Oh, they got him. My gosh, she just, man, she's like a torpedo. Come on, young gin, naked man. Well, no, that ain't my naked man, is it? Yes, the naked man. Good boy. Good boy. Man, she'd firing that thing like a bazooka. All right, we still got 3 generators to go. They just playing. Oh my gosh. There's a generator right here. Let's get this one. Oh, doggone it! Run! Oh, here we go. There you. Boy, she looks, look at that. Holy smoke. Digging them claws into me. There you. All right, let's go get this generator. Look, Puffs. Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh, what in the world? We in trouble, y'all know that. We got one left. What was that? Austin! Oh no! Shay! There's a naked man! wrong with him? Meanie! Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. You hear that? Oh well. All right, my beautiful, beautiful people. All right, look at here. Where are we going? What are we doing here? All right, so it is 11 o'clock my time. So here's what, hey Sherry, so look, right behind my shoulder right here. So I've got everything, I got my cameras, I got everything that I need. To get my YouTube. So what, Sherry, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of YouTube videos. Living in the 80s, man. I've always wanted to do it, Sherry. It's just, I just haven't done it. So I'm going to get my YouTube channel cleaned up and get all my live streams properly, right? Put them in a row. And then I'm going to create a YouTube video about living in the 80s, man. Especially, all the concerts, Sherry, that we've been to, like Van Halen, Cheap Trick and all that, man, the experiences that we had in the 80s. I think I'm going to start doing some videos on, how you and I lived in the 80s compared to now. Big difference. It'll be fun. I just want to have fun with it. That's why I've got everything over this shoulder right here. That's why I got everything ready. Actually, I've got a lens coming today, but I'm gonna get some YouTube videos out. I've always wanted to do that, Sherry, and I've got pictures. I got so many pictures that I can put in some videos. It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. But anyway, so I'm going to start working on those and get those posted on YouTube, and then I'm not looking for no glory or nothing like that. I just always wanted to put my experiences. And Sherry's on here. Sherry, she lived in the same time frame as I did. It's just a big difference. In the 80s, late 70s, and the 80s, and the early 90s, people, look, we went to concerts, man. We had the best time. Now there's some big differences between the 80s and what we're in now. So we had some bad times in the 80s, but there were some things in the 80s that I think that I liked, right? That was when you went out on the weekends, you didn't have a cell phone, you didn't have any way to communicate. It was just you and your friends, right? In the car or wherever you're going, it was just you guys and girls, right? I mean, we had the best time. No phones was ringing, no social media, right? We were our own social media in that car or that truck. It was just us. And then you had the concerts, right? The planning for the concerts, right? I remember, I think it was in '83. One of the best concerts I've been to was Van Halen with David Lee Roth. That was in 1982 or '83. I can't remember. But that was the best time. No phones in the face. Sherry, did we not, right? Your friends would pick you up, or you'd go pick them up, right? 3 or 4 of you in a car, going to the drive-ins, right? Or going wherever, skating ring, going to the liquor store, right? It was just us in that vehicle, man, and just having a good time, man. So I just kind of want to it's not so much as a documentary or anything like that. It's just, there's just differences, right? There's some good and bad in both eras, right? We had some bad times, right? There's more medical advances now than we had back then, So, there's some trade-offs, right? I would say, look, I'm a tech guy. Look at me. I love my computers, right? We didn't have none of this stuff in the 70s. We had computers and we had Game Boys, right? We had the Atari, right? We had pixel games, right? We didn't have digital games. So, look at the gaming now, right? I mean, the graphics, right? I mean, everything is just beautiful, glorious, right? The technology, I love my tech. We didn't have none of that. But, I could do without the social media. I can do without cell phones. We invented all this crap. We sure did. That's right. Look, where's the concerts at? My daughter, she just went, her and her husband went, was it last night before, at a Luke Bryan concert here in South Haven, Mississippi, but it's like we went to concerts every other weekend. Every other weekend we went to a Cheap Trick, Foghat, right? I mean, Van Halen, ZZ Top. If it wasn't for us, gaming wouldn't be like this. You're exactly right, Sherry. That's one thing that look, when gaming first started hitting in the late 70s, right? That's when the first, the Atari board, right? The first Pexel, it was the Pong, right? You had a paddle and you had a ball, right? When those came out, it was like, wow, that just blew our mind. If we hadn't have jumped on that, right, as the younger generation back then, if we hadn't have jumped on that, gaming wouldn't be what it is now. It was because of how aggressive we were back then, saying, I need that. I want that. That's something that is, because back then TVs were TVs, right? You looked at a TV and you never thought of interacting with a TV, right? Doing something with a TV. Never thought of it. And then when the Atari came out and the Game Boys, all that came out, we were able to interact with a TV. It just blew our minds. No cable. There was look, people, we didn't have cable back then, man. It was all local channels, right? We just watched TV. And then when the Atari hit, right, you hooked up this game machine to the TV, and you were able to do more with the TV than just watch it, right? You was able to interact with the TV. That stuff is what it meant. And look, as time went by, we had what you call, LAN parties, right? You had the computers that we had was these big old suitcases, right? These big old things. And if you wanted to play with each other, right? Play tennis or play some kind of Pong, you had to take your computer over to their house and hook up cables to it, right? It's called a LAN party. Look, those things were fun, man. We go in the garage, right? Usually we were in somebody's garage and 3 or 4 of us, and we would have our computers hooked up to one another and we would play. They were called LAN parties. Now, look, right, you push a button, right? But one thing, Sherry, is we were able to do things like that, but we still spent most of our time outside, right? We spent more of our lives outside than we did inside. Now it's completely opposite, right? Sherry, you and I, we got to see the evolution of the way it was in the late 70s and the 80s and the early 90s, right? And then today. Today it's all what? I would say 98% is indoors. Social media, on your phones, right, on your computers. And then 2%, hey, I better go to the store and get me something to eat, just to get out and get something to eat and get back. That's it. Sneaking booze from the dad. Remember that, Sherry? Look, Tickle Pink, Wild Mountain, Mad Dog 2020. People, these are things that we could only afford. It was 50 cents a pint. Grabbing a cig, right? Cigarettes, right? Those were the, the secret things that we did back then, right? Is just we piled up outside somewhere and somebody pull out a cigarette, right? And we were, that was the bad thing, right? Oh, we smoke a cigarette and pass it around, right? Some good old days, man. We had some really good old days. But, I just kind of want to put those experiences on YouTube video and let this younger video, whether they watch it or not, that's fine, Sherry. But, Kayla, y'all were born in the best era. Kayla, it was, there's some trade-off, right? There's some things, like I said, I like now, right? Like, look, I'm into all of this stuff. But Kayla, back in the late 70s and in the 80s and early 90s, right? We spent our time outside. You had grandma and you had your mom, right? Not so much dad. They were chasing us. They were outside calling for us. Get in the house. I mean, we spent our times in the creeks and in the lakes, riding our bikes to the store to get the latest comic book. I mean, and as we got older into high school and stuff, right? We jumped on, we wanted to know what band is coming, right? Jethro Tull, right? Oh, Jethro Tull is coming, man, next month, and we all, got together, right? Made signs. I love being a kid and playing outside. Kayla, that's the way it's, on a serious note, the scientific note, right? Our immune systems were better back then than they are now with kids, because kids, back then, we had to get out and play in the mud and the dirt and jump in, get bit by spiders, right? Jump into lakes, right? Get nails in our feet, really, build up our immune system. Right, ate dirt, right? We did things outside that really built up our immune systems, and that's, kids these days, Kayla, look, not all, but some, they don't get out in the lakes and get dirty. They don't, step on nails anymore, right? They don't get out there in the mud or eat dirt, right? And your immune system gets built up, right? It's an indoor environment now with social media and stuff. So, there's some trade-offs, right? I wish that the social media part. Look, I got social media. I like it, but you won't catch me on social media every day. But I guarantee you see kids, especially around here, and I'm a teacher, right? I see it. That's all they want, is they want them thumbs on that phone and social media. And it's a shame that you're hearing on the news, right, that they're going to have to pass laws to keep kids off of social media. I don't agree with that. I think parents need to be held accountable for all that, right? I hate that the government is involved in having to create laws, to no cell phones in school and no cell phone, right? At some point, we're going to have to say, whoever these young people are living with, whoever these kids are living with, we need to give them training. We need to give them the opportunity to say, look, those kids are yours. They're not ours. They're not the government's, and we should not be involved in that. Let the parents. And now, if the parents don't do it, then we need somebody needs to step in, right? But the parents need to look. My mom and dad, my grandmother, man. Look, I didn't do anything more than twice or three times because not only did I have grandma get a hold of my back legs, and then I got home and then mama got a hold of my back legs. And then guess what? Daddy would get home late at night, and sometimes daddy ain't in a good mood because he worked hard. That belt is coming on the back legs, front legs, right? The arms and the back. I mean, you're going to get beat 3 times by grandma, mom, and dad. I mean, you just didn't do those things back then. But, you know, that's just part of life. And that's okay. That's okay, you know. Perks of growing up poor down in the deep south. That's exactly right. I was always at my grandparents'. Look, my grandparents, man, they lived in a different time. They lived where you got a stick and beat the kids. My cousin and I were all raised by them, and we played outside all day until the street. Caleb, that's how we grew up. That's how we grew up. We made mud pies and ran. Right? What is that? That's the way that I miss those days. The perks of growing up poor down in the deep south. There's a lot to be said about that, Kayla. We may have been monetarily poor, but we were rich because we had our grandparents, we had mom and dad, we had friends, we had bikes. We were, if we think about it now, Kayla, we were really richer back then, not with money, than today, because we had so many things that we knew that we could do outdoors. We can ride a bike. We knew everywhere. We knew where the lakes were. We knew where the tree was that we can climb. We knew so many places that we can go that you didn't need money. Now, right, it's all about, well, I need money to buy this app, right? I need money because, that's the latest thing on TikTok are these pink and blue shoes that make you, turn into magic, right? So I got to go buy those shoes. It's all about that now. TikTok. What's the latest on TikTok? I got to drink that new drink, right? That's going to make my brain better, but it's going to cost me $10 to do it. All right, people. Look, I've got to go in. I'm going to get ready. Kayla, I love you, sweetheart. Look, Kayla, I'm right. Look, I'm going to be thinking about you. I'm going to be thinking about you and your husband. Okay. We've been together for a long time, Kayla. So your husband, my son-in-law. That's my son-in-law, Kayla. You're my daughter now. I mean, nobody messes with you. And Sherry, Charlie, Austin, and everybody that's on. I love you guys. I love you guys very much. And I'm going to start putting some YouTubes out there to keep more in touch. Love you, Stream Dad. I will update you next stream on the baby. I can't wait to see pictures. Kayla, I can't wait. Make sure your husband takes some pictures, right? Because as soon as I see some pictures, it's going into my folder. That way, when I get to my classroom, right, I've got a folder. I've actually printed them out. And like the old days, right? The old days, we had an album, right? You open it up, it had pictures. I still have that. I have that of a lot of us, so I want pictures. All right, everybody. I love you guys very much. I am going to go cook. I got some Amazon stuff. I got lenses coming. I'm going to get my YouTube all together, and I'm going to create me what it was like in the 80s and talk about some things, and you and your wife have a beautiful Sunday. You have a beautiful Sunday. I love you, sweetheart. I love everybody. You know I do. I love everybody. And I will see you on next Sunday at 9 o'clock. My time, not your time. 9 o'clock next Sunday. Bye, everybody. I love you.
Something's wrong, I feel it circling like vultures around my brain. Couldn't see the danger in your eyes. Draw me in. spinning